NBA ball. Brian Anderson with you. Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Brian. Well, Jalen Brunson, a second-round pick out of Villanova, and his father carved out a 9-year journeyman career in the league as well. Jalen said, quote, how hard he worked just to get unguaranteed contracts showed me that I have to work 10 times harder. I thank him for letting me see that at a young age. Guys?
Family business. Allie, thanks. We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. We've got Ben Simmons. He's out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Claxton in at the 5. And for the Knicks, at forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Josh Hart is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Sims in at the center position. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Sims. And there's the rejection. Simmons against Brunson, and Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul, and it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Here's Claxton. Bridges outside. Four on the clock. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Randall pulls down the board.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves, trying to put together a championship caliber team.
Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
Both free throws good from Brunson.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Pass to Claxton. Here's Thomas. It's rebounded by New York. Their last meeting was in this building. They were able to come out on top.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Blocked! And they get it back. Here's Thomas. Oh, and he nails it from the high post.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Dinwiddie against Brunson. Left side Hart. Let's go with a three. Offensive board. The kick out to Brunson. Tries again. Stolen by Dinwiddie. Fast break, Brooklyn. Here's Thomas. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist. Thomas has got 5 now.
Never expect Ben Simmons to miss a wide-open teammate. What a pass right there.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high-percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Simmons. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Thomas misses.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Brunson against Dinwiddie. And that one's good for Brunson. Brunson's got his second bucket of the night.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Back to Dinwiddie. The floater. The rebound by Sims. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter.
Well, you think about the start of Spencer Dinwiddie's career, it was rocky. This guy falls to the second round, gets waived a couple of times. It wasn't until he found his way to the Nets that he started to find his footing.
And Brooklyn has possession. Following the bucket by the Knicks. Pass to Bridges. Dinwiddie with it. And it's Brunson picking him up. Dinwiddie against Brunson. Blocked! And that one drops. He's got 10. Talking about Dinwiddie, he steadily improved with Brooklyn, Doris.
He sure did, B.A., averaging 20 points per game during that 1920 season. Then he was rewarded with a huge free agent deal during the summer of 2021. Perseverance is a big-time part of his story.
A new lineup here for New York. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Finney-Smith checked in for Ben Simmons. O'Neal comes in for Bridges. Harris is checked in for Thomas. And it's Curry in for Dinwiddie.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Here's quickly. Oh, stolen by Harris.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
The shot that time not on target. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Pass to Toppin. Here's Grimes. There's the three. Finney-Smith pulls it in. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Here's Rose. And again, the Knicks missing. Brooklyn trailing. Here's O'Neal. Here's Claxton. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
Well, it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Here's Grimes. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Curry. Here's Claxton. 52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. O'Neal misses. New York has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Here's O'Neal, guarded by Quickly. Some room here for Harris. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, catch and shoot. Is that Joe Harris's specialty? I think it is.
For New York, they've gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. And there's Toppin on the assist from Rose.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Harris misses.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
Well, Rose with energy and effort can still beat you in transition.
Stolen by Quickly. To the inside. Rose can't connect.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Knicks out in front. They're up by 3. And we'll be back right after this.
13. And make some noise for your Knicks.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
At forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Jalen Brunson is out there with Josh Hart. And it's Sims in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for New York starting the second.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
The aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
Now here's Barrett. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Brunson misses. The Nets shooting just under 40% from the field. Over the last couple of seasons, Doris, the Knicks have played great defense.
Well, look no further, B.A., than their head coach. Obviously, Tom Thibodeau built his reputation on the defensive end of the floor. It begins with attitude. It means playing on a string, being committed to each other. Everyone will play defense at all times, no possessions off.
Here's Johnson after the basket by New York. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Randall pulls down the board. Brunson against Dinwiddie. And that one's good for Brunson. Now it's a three-point Knick lead.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
It's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 14. Quarter two and about 2 minutes in. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Knicks lead by 5.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
22-17.
The Nets have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Pass to Thomas. And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Here's Brunson. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Outside Johnson to the middle. Here's Thomas. Hart pulls it in.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And Josh Hart listed at 6'5", but he plays much bigger than that.
He does. I mean, just so strong on defense in the post, BA. Often will guard up a position, and his rebounding numbers show he plays well above his listed height.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Bridges outside. Pass to Dinwiddie. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Dinwiddie against Brunson. And that one good.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Well, one of the free agent moves that wasn't surprising was Brunson joining the Knicks. The two were enamored with each other early on in the process. A big signing for the Knicks, and Brunson now gets a chance to be a main piece of a team.
That free throw good from Brunson. Well, the trio of KD, Kyrie, and Harden-Doris, they played just 16 games together when it was all said and done.
Just so frustrating for a Nets organization that had positioned itself to acquire that talent. But this is a real lesson about success in the NBA. You have to maximize your windows and take nothing for granted because, boy, do things change quickly.
Free throw good. Dinwiddie. So hits one and misses one at the line.
Yeah, ever since the Nets relocated to Brooklyn in 2012, the rivalry between the Nets and Knicks has intensified. Now, both teams trying to prove that New York belongs to them.
And there's Simmons on the assist by Harris. Simmons has got 4 points in the quarter.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade. looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
O'Neal, he's checked in for Dinwiddie. Simmons, the shot, no good. New York goes the other way with it. It'll be hard for the Nets to take New York City away from the Knicks. They've been there so long.
So true, B.A. But the Nets have attracted more star players lately. Top free agents choosing to go to the Nets instead of the Knicks. We'll see if this trend continues moving on.
Here's Harris, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Boy, Joe Harris refusing to give an inch, and he is rewarded with a trip to the free throw line. Nicely done.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
The most consistent attack on offense so far has been the mid-range jump shot. We'll see if they can keep that rolling.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Derrick Rose, he's checked in for Brunson. Now Rose, he's averaging about 6 points per game. And the lob disrupted, not to be. Curry with it, picked up by Rose. And Harris throws it down.
Boy, you love the willingness of Joe Harris to mix it up. There's a physicality to his game that might surprise you.
So the Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. And that one misses.
Well, you look at Seth Curry. For his career, around 44% from long range. That's easily top 5 in NBA history.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
The Nets have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Curry against quickly. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Toppin, left side. Pass to Hartenstein. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Hartenstein's gotten his first basket of the night. Harris outside. And the foul called on Emmanuel quickly. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line.
Joe Harris.
The first free throw is good.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
And Harris drops them both.
Being a second-round pick should never define you, and for Joe Harris, it has not. This guy is now one of the elite, feared three-point threats in the entire league. Understanding who he is and how he can be a part of a team.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. And the Nets miss again.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Rose can't connect. 1 second left. The shot no good.
Hey, you're talking about a combination of length and hops. Toppin does a good job staying connected defensively.
It's been all about Jalen Brunson for New York. He's been effective on offense, racking up 21 points so far in this contest. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much. I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And, Tom, what's it going to take down the stretch to win this ball game?
I think just tough defense, take good shots, not turn the ball over, play smart.
Back to the basics. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And, folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Knicks.
It's been an aggressive approach for them at the offensive end. Getting the ball inside and getting as many points as possible close to the rim. So far, so good. They have a nice edge in the points in the paint.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Well, I'll tell you what I saw in the first half, Ernie. 3 things. Saw defense, not enough pressure, but they can still win this game. They need to ramp it up. Was that 2 or 3? Doesn't matter. You understand, Ernie.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Here they are, fans. Put your hands.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You look at Jalen Brunson. What a contribution.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Well, for the Knicks, what's it going to take to bring them back to the glory days?
Oh, that's a loaded question, B.A. But first of all, a superstar would certainly help. They haven't really had one for quite some time. If they can either develop or attract an elite all-star player, that would be a start to turning this New York franchise around and becoming possibly a contender.
And so in the game for the Nets, we've got Mikal Bridges. Ben Simmons is out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Thomas in at the 2. Brooklyn with the ball. Trailing by 4. Brunson against Dinwiddie. The Knicks with the rebound.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
From 15 feet away, Brunson misses.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, no lack of confidence in Mikal Bridges. This guy believes he can make shots.
Brunson misses.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
It's Bridges on the wing, guarded by Barrett. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Brunson against Dinwiddie. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Now, before he arrived in the NBA, Jalen Brunson had a ton of success in college. This guy was instrumental in Villanova's national title in 2018.
And he drops the first. For all he did at the college level, Brunson still dropped to the second round of the NBA draft doors.
He did, B.A., but he showed he belonged right away. His numbers get a little bit better every season. At 6'1", he's a strong finisher close to the bucket. He can play the 1 guard. He can play the 2 guard. He can make open shots. He can get in the paint and score. Jalen Brunson is a big-time contributor to a high-quality basketball team.
Now here's Simmons. Dinwiddie finds Simmons. Back to Dinwiddie. Over Brunson. No good, off the front rim.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
13 feet out. Brooklyn with the board. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Thomas, that's good.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Whoa, a drive like that is the kind of play that can shift the entire outcome of a close game like this one. Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Brunson. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
The Knicks have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. And here's Brunson from the arc. The Knicks keep it alive. The 3 is up. Doesn't go for him.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Hart with the defensive effort. Dinwiddie against Brunson. Ben Simmons grabs the board.
Just a cold shooting night. Needs to try to make it into the basket.
Here's Bridges. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
So the Nets making a switch here. Johnson, he's checked in for Claxton. O'Neal comes in for Bridges. Harris is checked in for Thomas. And it's Curry in for Dinwiddie. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. And it's a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
R.J. Barrett, a clever penetrator. He's got a number of different moves to get where he wants to go on the drive.
The Nets have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Pass to Harris. And there's 1:38 left in the third. From deep, Johnson. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist. And the Nets lead by 6.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Boy, you love that he wants to finish with authority. Sending a message to the defense. R.J. Barrett.
And here's the mobile one drive. A great move to get right to the cup.
And he's been incredible this game. And plays like that one show you how locked in he is.
Johnson with it. Now guarded by Barrett. Goes back up. Simmons. Some solid defense from Barrett. New York has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Ben Simmons.
Once R.J. Barrett sees the defense commit, he goes right into attack mode and gets himself a trip to the free throw line. That is beautiful.
You know, sometimes we forget how young some of these guys are. Take R.J. Barrett, making his NBA debut at 19. Still a few years away from hitting his prime.
And he can't hit the second. And specifically with R.J. Barrett, it feels like he's a lot older, Grant.
You know, B.A., but he's not close to 25 yet. So what we see right now, it's not what he'll be once R.J. hits his prime. Still a lot of room to grow for him.
The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates. Just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
Next lead, 45-44.
Brooklyn has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Pass to Harris. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Tipped. Barrett against Harris. And Obi Toppin gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Rose is checked in for Toppin. And the Nets also making a change. Finney Smith's checked in. The Nets with the lead. And they double up Simmons. It's stolen away. Quickly outside. And that misses. That would have put him up. And here's Harris outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Nets out in front. They're up by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. They've got Derrick Rose. He's out there with Josh Hart. And it's Sims in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. The Nets shooting just under 40% from the field. Here's Bridges. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
This is a real specialty of Ben Simmons, the ability to go after it on the glass.
Here's Rose. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Derrick Rose, to me, is a guy who everyone roots for now. The former MVP. Think about how his career path was altered by injuries. But this story is one of perseverance.
First one falls for him. And about Derrick Rose, how can you not respect the passion he has for this game, Doris?
Almost unmatched, B.A. He's been with a few teams, and every time he gives everything he has to winning. This is not the ultra superstar that he was at the beginning of his career when he won that MVP, but he's still highly productive.
So the Nets making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Now here's Finney-Smith. Shoots over Randall. Finney-Smith's shot is off.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Oh, couldn't have asked for a more hotly contested game.
These teams have swapped the lead 8 times. I believe it's coming down to the wire.
About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Thomas. Back to Dinwiddie. Shoots from 12. And that one's good. And the Nets lead by 1.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
They have a never-give-up attitude.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
They get it back.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
That's tipped. From about 19, and it's New York scoring again.
Well, we've seen this a time or two. Derrick Rose in the mid-range doing work.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Here's Bridges. Good work defensively by Randall.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Got it. And it's a 5-point New York lead.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Pass to Thomas. And they pick up 2.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
The Knicks have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Rose up top. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Out to the right wing. Here's Randall. And he banks in the layup.
And here in the fourth, he's been zeroed in, hitting some big-time buckets.
56-51.
Floats one. Pass to Thomas. Randall outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
And the Nets call time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
And the Knicks making a change here. Brunson's checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what the Nets coach was going over with his team. He went after his players about their poor defense in the paint, saying, quote, "You're showing no fight down there. You're letting them get any shot they want, and they're feasting on us. Show some toughness and push back, guys."
And Allie, thank you for that. And it's the Knicks with the ball after the basket by Brooklyn. And that one's good for Brunson.
You know, they barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
And the foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul of the game. Simmons has checked in for Finney Smith.
Now into the lineup for the Nets, Ben Simmons.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's hurting the team. Taking low percentage shots, failing to make the next pass.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the three ball today, but his focus was going hard into the paint and doing damage from inside.
Right at the free throw line. The Knicks with the rebound. Randall's got his 8th rebound here tonight. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Brunson with it. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Brooklyn trailing.
2 minutes.
Here's Thomas.
2 minutes.
Step back and fire. Here's Claxton. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
And you can tell by how hard he battled for that putback that he still has a lot of energy left for the end of this game.
And doing that kind of dirty work down low makes a huge difference in a game this close. What a play on the offensive glass.
Curry, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Let's hear it for your Knicks City Kicks.
Outside Brunson. Buries it down low. Brunson's got 29.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. The Knicks with the lead. Outside Brunson. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Bridges passes to Dinwiddie. Here's Simmons. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got his 6th assist of the night.
Ben Simmons in the clutch. Man, that has to feel good.
Here's the floater. Brunson misses. Well, the Nets shooting 41% in this game. Pass to Curry. He'll tie it up. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. On the wing, Curry. There's the triple. No good that time. So it's the Knicks now. 3-point lead. Here's Brunson driving in. The rebound by Simmons.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Money. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Dinwiddie with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. For 3, Bridges. He can't hit that time. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Oh, gets the 3 to fall.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Timeout call. Brooklyn. They trail by 4. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. All right, guys, what's your take?
The strategy is simple. Get a quick score and foul right away.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Spencer Dinwiddie, 5th personal foul. 13th. Jalen Brunson at the line, 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 3-point lead. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's Bridges on the wing. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. The three won't fall. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Personal foul. 4th team foul. Jalen Brunson at the line, 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time.